Alright guys, so got the fuel commander the fuel programmer or whatever, the EJK, so I'm going to go play with it and see what it does. Hopefully it really makes a big improvement. So in some of the other videos and stuff I've seen, it really does a lot, so I'm pretty curious to see how it works, so let's check it out. Alright, got the bike in the shop. It's been a minute since I've been over here. Got the green bike over here and all Daddy's bikes and everything. And then this is Daddy's old 1100 that he gave to me when I was 23. And it hasn't looked like this in a long time. So I switched it over to cafe style, and now we're actually in the process of switching it back to the way it was originally. So, but you'll see more of that in another video. Let's get started on this thing. So this is the EJK, and it seems to be super simple. So you got a ground wire you hook up to the battery, or technically the frame, but battery's probably your best. Then you have a wire going to your stock fuel injector, and then a wire coming back. So the wire going to it and then the wire going back to it just runs through the EJK and changes the fuel map on the fly. There's a few different settings on here. So let's get it installed. So the first thing we're going to do is pull off this side cover here. Get that off. There's a little pop up here, and it just slides out of the front. And there's our ground connection on the battery. And your fuel injector is actually right up in here. So that's where that will connect to. So pretty simple. I'm going to mount my EJK box under the seat. I've seen some people mount it up here and a couple other places. I think under the seat will be fine. Once I get it set, I'm not going to keep monkeying with it. Next thing we're going to do is unbolt the seat here. Just these two bolts on the front and back here. Alright, once you pull the seat off, you'll see this huge cluster of wires back here. Totally kidding. You will not see that on yours. You'll only see this. So, just this little area here, which I think is for you to put the owner's manual or whatever, or something like that. My big clump of wires here, whoever had this before Chris had it, threw these LED lights on here in a few different spots, and they're actually unhooked because Chris thought they were running the battery down, and they probably were. But see if I can, there you go. Oh, it went off. Let's see. There's the, oh, come on now. All right, there's the green. Hey, why does it keep going off? Oh, maybe it's just telling me that it's, here, I don't know how to work this thing. Oh, there we go. So there's the red. And let's see. Blue. Pink and blue, purplish color. Green. Yellowish green. Blue. There you go. What kind of colors here? The red looks pretty cool, I guess, if you're gonna go with one. But I may end up yanking those off. But it's a little strange to be on a enduro bike. You can make them flash and stuff. I'm sure the cops will love those, especially blue flashing. There you go. So you've already got these Velcro pads here, and then you got some Velcro on here. They're actually both the hook side and not the other side, but if you get it on here, they will stick together pretty good. So that should work. So I stuck it back here on that back one, which will be good. I can get to the buttons and it's hidden up under here. I'm gonna route the wire here down through here and just down to the injector. And this is that negative, so we'll see how that works for us. Alright guys, that's your injector, and I had a heck of a time getting this plug off of it right here. That thing just did not want to come off. There's the plug. So I kind of boogered it up a little bit, but I just could not get it off. Finally had to use a long screwdriver here and another one to pry it up. So let's get these hooked on. Okay, all that is plugged in now. Pretty simple on that part. Now what I'm gonna do is just zip tie this wire just kind of up with the rest of these wires here, just to make sure it doesn't start sagging down. All right, so that's all tucked in, ready to go. And now we're gonna hook up the wire right here on the negative. So just grab a screwdriver. This is actually complete. Let's grab another one. I'm gonna just hook up our ground, and we should be good to go. Be able to test her out. All right, that's all connected up. So the next thing to do is fire it up. Let's see what happens. Power is on. Let's fire it up. Alright, so I'm going to set mine up the same way Moto Cheese set his up on here. You can see his videos too. So the green, so I'm on over to the green. There's our green. Right now it's set at 3.5, and he had his set at 3. So there's 3. So if I go to the yellow, right now, the 4 something, he had his set at 3, so I'm going to set it at that. Red, he had his set at 6, so I'm going to bump this one up to 6. So let's try that out and see how that works for us. So for right now, I've just slid the seat back on, nothing's bolted back up. I just want to go run some tests and just see how it feels. Alright, let's test it out now. It definitely seems to have more takeoff. bike will lift up in first gear without having to pop the clutch. Definitely got more low end torque, for sure. Definitely got a lot more power. It does pretty good. I'm going to bump it up more and see what we can get away with. Try that. Alright, I just did 4 on the green, 4 on the yellow, and 6.5 on the red. So let's try that. Definitely goes way faster. Goes really fast. So, yeah, bottom end torque is way better. Acceleration feels definitely better. Top end feels about the same, but I haven't really done very many top end runs, and that's really not important on dual sport. But first gear was awesome. Right then, I did just pop the clutch in first gear, and it really came up. So definitely don't need to pop the clutch anymore in first gear. Whew. And then pop it in second, it'll come on up in second. So that feels pretty good. I'm gonna bolt everything back up and go for a little ride. All right, guys. One other thing here, this brake hose here, everybody complains about, because normally it's sticking like way up here then dropping down. Well, Chris had already slid it down further in this clamp, which made a little more of a U there, which is fine. It's not sticking up as far. And then he had it was still like laying right in front of the dash there. So I guess from where he had it, and then me adjusting on it, I loosened the brake round. He had it down here. I adjusted it and pulled it up the top, and now it kind of sits perfectly. Now it kind of runs over against this and down, so it's completely out of the way of the dash and is low, looks fine. So I don't know how it worked out that way, but it finally did. All right, let's go for a ride. Fuel light just came on. Fueled up, ready to go.